All right, everyone, welcome back again. This is Aluminum Tarot. Thanks so much for your time and your patience. It's been quite of a roller coaster for the last week. I think I got that new beer bug that's been circulating around here in the UK. It's got a nice name, though. It's called Arcturus, which is one of my favorite bands, but unfortunately, in this particular case, certainly not one of my favorite illnesses. That said, I'm recuperating. I will occasionally cough, spackle the the lens of the camera, with occasional coughs and whatnot, but I will try to keep this show moving. Anyways, again, it's Aluminum Tarot. If you like what you see here and the readings resonate with you, please give a like, share, and subscribe. Ding the notification bell, and that goes a bit of a long way. So that way you can kind of push this channel up in the algorithms and allow people to discover the content that is being presented here today. Also, if you would like a personal reading, feel free to reach out to me at the website contacts in the description box below. I'm going to go ahead and spruce up the website so that way people can get access to it and, book the readings in a timely and easy way. Also, if you see any tarot, supposed tarot card readers that solicit you for any readings other than me and other than what's in the description box, please block, shun them, make sure that they do not get a chance to keep ruining the hard work that a lot of tarot people, people in the tarot community are doing. And that said, we're going to go ahead and kick things off. I did not bring my Kipper deck, so I'm not going to be reading Kipper for today, but I do have the Moonology sat on the desk here, so I will use that instead. Now, I'm going to keep it all classic with the Rider-Waite deck, and after that, I'm going to get those nice happy messages, hopefully, for your reading for this. So this is going to be for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please go ahead and look at this for the month of June 2023. Once again, this is Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for June 2023. Okay, let's begin. What is happening for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, June 2023? What is happening for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for June 2023? What is happening for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, June 2023? What is happening for Pisces, for the Sun, Moon, and Rising of Pisces, June 2023? Right, let us begin. What is Pisces like currently? How is the Pisces currently? Good song. Very good. Okay. What is the challenge? What is the current challenge? Ooh, there we go. What about the recent past? Six of Pentacles, near future. Oof, it's a lot of stuff coming up there. All right. Oof, there we go. What's at the core of the reading? Okay. What is at the crown of the reading? This came out for Scorpio. How does Pisces see themselves? Okay. What's in Pisces environment? Jumper. Okay. gonna move this back. Okay, what's in hopes and fears of the Pisces? And finally, what is the outcome? There we go. All right, I may clarify this as we go along, but I just want to get the basics for this reading. Let's go ahead and move this camera a little bit. Okay, there we go. Now, first off, we have here the sun crossed by the devil. So we have here someone is very happy, but potentially happy based on toxic qualities that are challenging this person's particular lifestyle. So it can be kind of like an ignorance is bliss kind of situation, where a person is either indulging in a lot of sex, a lot of drugs, a lot of bad habits, staying up at night, sleeping all night. They feel that this is what is giving them their sense of joy, which we're going to find out whether or not that is actually true. Some people live the sex, drugs, and rock and roll lifestyle. It works for some people it don't. But we're going to see exactly how it affects this particular person. Now, for the Pisces I'm reading here, there was the Six of Swords, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Two of Cups reversed. So maybe this is the disconnect of a love relationship that we are moving into in the near future. So in the past there was the Six of Pentacles, clarify the Six of Pentacles. Okay, clarified by the Queen of Swords, and that is a clear indication, yes, of a love separation. And now we have the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. So clearly, this is a love separation from something that was potentially toxic. So I'm getting this picture in my head of someone who is head over heels for someone, and that love that they're head over heels for is not reciprocating with anything other than toxic energy. So typically what you would have is in one person beaming a lot of love and light, being very innocent, very joyful and very clear. The other person who is the challenge in this, I feel this is a person, or maybe a very strong habit that the querent is doing. This is a young child. This is an ancient being here. This is a card of light, this is a card of darkness, this is a card of singularity, and this is a card of duality. This is a card of pure, unadulterated energy. This is a card of restricted energy. So the person that they are is being challenged by the person that they are not, or by a person who is completely contradictory to this person's true nature. So if you're in a relationship and you're attracting a bad boy or a bad girl, and that person is basically snuffing out your light with their toxicity, I think that this is the thing that you cut out in the recent past. You looked at this person, what they were giving and offering to you, and you said, no more, I'm done, you're out. Get off the field, get off the pitch. And now moving into the near future, you are processing that. There's a disconnect. There's the processing the pain that you've experienced in the past and getting over the mental anguish that this has caused you. So this is, of course, the Eight of Swords. And then you have the Three of Swords. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 is 1 plus 1. That equals 2 of Swords. That's if you operate in the positive. You're blocking out the person from the past, or you're blocking out this toxicity that you've experienced in the past. Now, we have 8 minus 3. If you operate in your negative energy, by doing bad things, by speaking ill against people, trying to plot revenge of that, you will get the 5 of Swords, which is trying to win at all costs. So this is a very clear message in here to operate in your positive. Stand in your power, be the 2 of Swords, and just go ahead and cut out what no longer serves you with this Queen of Swords energy. if you operate negatively, you are going to attract a lot of negative karma. You may want to get vengeance on someone. You may want to see someone get their karma, but that is not for you to decide. That is for the universe to sort out. And for you specifically, you're going to need to focus on yourself, because right now you're in a state of disarray. And a lot of this is due to the fact that you're dealing with a lot of mental, anguish from this past relationship. That said, who you are at the core is the King of Swords. You have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords have both come out. These are divine counterparts, so maybe this represents the person that you were with in the past. Someone who was detached, cold, in their negative. If this was in the reverse, it would be a narcissistic person, or a person who is purposely withholding information, whereas the King of Swords in the upright communicates clearly information. So if this is your energy, you're moving away from the Queen of Swords in the past to the King of Swords energy now, which is getting clear, focused, and strategic with the life that you want to develop. Maybe this is also a way of you processing what's taken place, because you have a lot of mental energy throughout this entire reading so far. Let's get in a sip of tea, because my throat is completely shot right now. Now, what is it that this King of Swords is getting clear on? We're going to look at that. What is the King of Swords getting clear on? So, King of Swords is getting clear on the negative emotional feelings that they have had about the past breakup. So you move from the Six of Pentacles and what this person was offering you. You're saying, no, I don't want this. But now the problem is that you're sat in this energy trying to analyze and process all of the pain and the anguish that you feel from the past. With this Six of Cups in reverse, normally in the upright, it is feeling positive and good about something and feeling nostalgic, giving gifts to people. And in the past, you're like, nah, fuck that. I don't want to do that. No. This person deserves everything that's coming to him. Think about that. What you know currently. So there's a Three of Pentacles energy here. I'm going to clarify and see exactly what this is related to. What is the Three of Pentacles about? What is the Three of Pentacles about? So this came out for Scorpio as well, and even this card came out for Scorpio, the Two of Pentacles, but in this particular deck it's reversed. We're going to look at this a little bit. So we have the Three of Pentacles clarified by the Ten of Pentacles reversed. So this is a person who is now probably either involved in a legal issue, or who is now separating a lot of their assets and their resources due to a falling out, due to the loss of a long-term relationship. That's normally indicated by the Ten of Pentacles, or a fall of status, a fall from grace. So they could either be involved in kind of like a dispute where there's a third party that needs to mediate it, or specifically speaking, you may have had someone who was who put you in a third party, leading to this specific downfall in your material resources, or in your status, or in the relationship that you had invested in. So we have 10 minus 3 is 7. 7 of Pentacles. You are now sitting there ruminating over what took place, and that is being reflected at the core of your energies, which there's a lot of, you're trying to use your logic and reasoning to process these negative feelings that have been plaguing you for quite some time. Now, of course, we know what's happening in the near future. There's a disconnect. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of mental anguish that you're dealing with, and you are trying to get through this. But how you see yourself now is the Queen of Cups, reverse. This is a person who is emotionally closed off, feeling bitter, anger. Maybe you feel in the past that you gave a bit too much to this relationship, because what this normally indicates is someone who is imbalanced in the emotional energy that they give. Sometimes they nurture way too much. Sometimes they nurture way too little. Sometimes they nurture inappropriately to the point where it becomes stifling and manipulative. We're going to clarify that a little bit. Clarify the Queen of Cups reverse. Clarify the Queen of Cups reverse. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, the Moon. And then we have the Hierophant reverse. There is a lack of clarity as to why this long-term relationship is no longer there. In the upright, the Hierophant gives the keys of the universe to his disciples, his followers. He is the bridge between heaven and earth, and he is the one that carries out the divine duty in the flesh, in the material world. In the reverse, there's a loss of that sense of purpose. What is it that I'm going to do now? I'm feeling off kilter. I'm feeling imbalanced due to the separation, this breaking of a commitment. The person that you look at, you see them as an oath breaker, someone who is supposedly dedicated to you for a long period of time, but who is now no longer a part of your life because they have broken a sacred agreement. And the Hierophant is the one who has a sacred agreement with the divine to impart that knowledge to his disciples and to his followers. In this, that agreement is broken. He is no longer an authority, he is a rebellious figure. And I think that that's how you see the person that you were involved with. What about the Hermit and the environment? Wow. Okay, so in your environment, things are crashing down. And I did think a lot about the previous reading I did for Scorpio, which was things fall apart. And in that specific reading, basically the person was watching their foundation crumble due to the loss of a relationship. So if you have yourself got any kind of Scorpio in your chart, I strongly recommend that you watch that reading. Because what I see here, this is a person who is deeply trying to get light and clarity on this very painful situation that they had in the past that kind of rocked their foundation. In the Tower, you see that there are two people. One chooses to jump willingly, and the other person is thrown from it. And it appears to me that you are the person on the right that is thrown against your will out of this faulty foundation that you have laid with this person. So we know this to be true. The Ten of Pentacles, which was the foundation, which has crumbled. You see this person gave to this relationship, or you gave maybe a lot to this relationship, and now you're cutting out these things that you're choosing to give. So you go from the Ten of Pentacles, you have 10 minus 6, that is the Four of Pentacles as well, and that is basically holding back. That is no longer giving that energy to the person or to other people. Now, looking at this, after this critical moment in your life, where it seems like everything had just kind of crumbled apart, you are now going inward. You're turning your emotions and your thoughts and everything inwards. So that way you can get some clarity and illumination on what you're trying to do next with your life. That illumination can be the star, but it can also be the sun. The sun represents illumination. Now, unfortunately, what's blocking that illumination are the obsessions with the past. I almost see this King of Swords trying his best to cut out these negative feelings that the Pisces feels about this past relationship. And it's a very difficult thing for them to do. But they're going to have to do it if they want to move forward, and they know that, because I see in the near future that Ace of Swords, where you're actually going to take that sword that the King of Swords is holding, that the Queen of Swords is holding, and that you're going to take that to cut out the negativity that you have been living with for a long period of time, thinking about this relationship. You're going to have to slay the devil. And in doing so, that you'll be able to free yourself and allow your light to shine in its full glory. I think this is what this is all about now. So that being said, with the Hermit and the Tower, we move to the Knight of Pentacles reverse. This is your biggest fear, I'm assuming, is that this fear of being stuck and nothing moving forward. What is it with the Knight of Pentacles? Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. So, clarifying the Knight of Pentacles is the Nine of Pentacles reverse. You've already got two reversals for Pentacles. You have the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, both reverse. Now, I'm assuming here, looking at this as a fear, that you're concerned about how losing this relationship is going to affect your personal finances. If you're going to court because of a long-term relationship or a marriage, then you're going to want to protect your finances. You're going to want to make sure that you don't have to give them up to your former spouse or your former partner, whatever was involved in that. If you have to divvy up resources, divvy up a house, divvy up, the dog and all of the famous portraits and photos that the two of you shared, you're also worried about that. So in one sense, on a material level, you're worried about whether or not you can do this and be financially sound and stable to separate yourself from this person. But on another level, you also may feel that you will not love again and find the relationship that you really want because you may be desperate for a new one. And you feel that it's moving so slow that you're going to be stuck in this longing energy for a new partner that will actually make you feel good about yourself. That is a codependent energy, and it's not one that is going to help you in your near future, because you need to be self-sufficient. You need to turn this upright and not concern yourself with the matters of the heart. You need to be independent and abundant, all within your own. Tame these negative obsessions that you have that are blocking your path through the devil. This obsession with having a partnership, and that it feels like it's not going anywhere. And I think that this may have been something that you struggled with for a while, and now you're coming to face it. You're going to face that with the with the Ace of Swords. Ironically, when I drew this Nine of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Pentacles reverse minus the Knight of Pentacles reverse. That equals the Ten of Pentacles reverse. So in two readings I've done tonight, mathematically they have been so in sync that they have flowed all across the reading. And I think that is such a beautiful thing about the tarot, that the divine is able to speak with us through the numbers. And some people would even say that mathematics is the language of God. Now, if that's the case, I was not a very good speaker when I was younger because, of course, maths was not my strong point. However, I do appreciate it in its more pragmatic sense, whether it's economics or geometry or something I can see, because I can't do too much with the theoretical. Okay, sorry about that. I had to pause it for a bit. Yeah, that said, we're going to move on to the last bit. It's the Ace of Swords. And with the Ace of Swords, basically, you've got a moment of clarity. You're using that sword, that knowledge that you received after a period of rumination over the negativity of the past. You're now finally cutting free that negativity. What is it? The Ace of Swords. What's going on? What's going on? The Ace of Swords. Okay. Clarify that even more. The Knight of Swords. Clarify the Knight of Swords. So this appears to me to be a person who is learning the difficult lesson in self-sufficiency. I have this Ace of Swords here, which represents cutting things out. It almost appears to me like you are cutting out this non-committal energy where people do not reciprocate the love that you have been showing them. You gave that to the person in the past. You contributed to that. Now you're no longer doing that. Instead, you're taking this sword and you're cutting out the non-committal types, the people who do not show their emotions, the people who do not give to the relationship to the same degree that you do. And what you are doing now, you're moving towards the star, which basically is the healing that needs to be done in order for you to get back on your grind. These types of relationships can take away our shine. The sun is being blocked here by the devil, the obsessions, the negative thinking, the toxicity, the ruminating on the past, addictions, gambling, sex, drugs, or anything like that. You're now cutting that you're cutting that free from your life. You're cutting out the people who do not meet you on your level when it comes to love and matters of the heart. And I think that you're now taking that poured out cup that is empty, that is no longer moving towards you. You're cutting out those types of people and you're now filling your own cups with the healing waters of the universe. And you're pouring that into the ground, terra firma, which symbolizes, in essence, you watering you tending to your own garden and allowing yourself to become abundant and to grow. So having one foot on the ground, one foot in the waters of spirit. This will allow you to be balanced and to heal and to grow. You are doing this naked and alone. In the recent past, the cards that represent nakedness, we have two cards here. The sun, the naked youth and innocence. The devil, the Adam and Eve characters in their negative energy, in their shadow side, under the devil. And now here you are, by yourself again, naked and alone, and beautiful all in your own right. Because what we see here, we see a transition. You're born in this world, alone and naked. The relationship you were in kept you bound and restricted. When you were in a couple, back on your own, you get a chance to feel what you used to feel with the sun. It's under a new light. You're not being lit by the sun, you're being lit by the star. The star is still the sun, to be fair. It's just a distant sun, and you're going to have to find your way to it. Now, it's not too far away. It's not as far away as you think, but there is a process that you will have to go through in order to get to that light. The dawn will rise again for you, no matter what kind of painful situation you're dealing with your relationship. It's over. When the sun rises again, you will in turn find your true happiness. Use that sword to cut out the people, the places and things that do not contribute to your happiness. Get your Ten of Pentacles back in the upright. You've already got it here. It's what you hope for. I'm going to pull one card from the Moonology deck so that we can finish this up. I'll give you one card of advice. By the way, something's telling me to look at the bottom of the deck here. Something told me to look at that, and it's the Nine of Cups. So you go from the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse to the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment, contentment, being happy on your own, being satisfied with what you have already, being completely content and whole within yourself. And I've been banging on about that message. And now it's come up in the cards. Something told me to check the bottom of the deck, and it was there. I'm going to leave that there so that way you can see that. Now, what's the card of advice for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising. What's the card of advice for Pisces? Okay. Sorry, I had to get a sip of tea. Throat is still slowly coming back. So we have here, confidence is your key to success. And we have the new moon in Leo. Leo is, of course, representative of the sun. And this is a new dawn. I just said that with the star card, and now you're seeing it here. So with this new moon, we have a new dawn rising where the sun is slowly peeking away, peeking from under the moon. The moon is finally growing, crescendoing with the light of the sun. As you do this on your own, and you are living your life on your own terms with the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles, hopefully in the upright this time, you're going to notice that this moon is filled with the radiance and the abundance of the sun, and that you do finally receive the shine that you need to illuminate your path forward in life. And you will do this with the confidence that you possess within yourself. The Leo is the sun. It is not the star like the Aquarius, which is distant and cold. It is the sun, which is bright and illuminates all things within the solar system. Allow your solar system, allow yourself to be the center of your own universe, is what I want to say. Do that for a bit of time, and I think that you will see a lot of gains within your particular life that will lead you to a lot more abundance. And try not to place your foundations on things outside of yourself, like people. And I think that you'll really get your confidence back in that way. The lion leads the pack. It does not follow. Not the Leo that we're talking about here. Even if you've got Leo in your chart, you may want to tap that energy a bit more, so that way you can use that to revitalize yourself. So that's going to be it for today. Thanks so much for joining us. This has been Aluminum Tarot. If you like what you saw, if this reading resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Ding the notification bell so that you don't miss any more of the updates from that you don't miss any of the updates for future readings. Also, if you would like a personal reading, please reach out to me at the website included in the description box below. I'm going to go ahead and rest up. So I'm going to try to think about the next series of readings that I'd like to peer into in the near future, or next week, hopefully. But thank you so much for your time and attention. I do appreciate it, and all the best. You will recover and things will come back into balance. Love and light.